Oh baby, are you a screen queen or a dividing diva? Because today we are making over a folding screen. Welcome back to Laugh Cry DIY, where we are doing a shocking thing and we are actually DIYing this beautiful folding screen. On this channel, I have often praised folding screens as a great decorative device, but we have not yet made one over until I saw this beauty pop up on Facebook Marketplace. This little fun rustic folding screen is actually a chalkboard screen. She's meant to be used in a classroom. You can see she has a double chalkboard on the front and the back, but it does have this funny little kind of like window inset. And although she may be meant for that, I think we can give her a new look that is a little bit more of my colorful, maximalist, dramatic vibe. But here's the real shocker. I actually don't have a vision for this. It's been sitting around my house for a long time. I don't really have a place for it to go. I don't know what it should be. I don't know what design to do. So we are gonna see this unfold in real time as I figure those things out. But there is one thing I know for sure, and that is that these little window insets, they do need to go because I wanna use the clean top and bottom panel. Also guys, this thing is like the size of a full-size mattress. It's really hard to film in a small space. This is gonna be a chaotic episode, so just bear with me. Okay, so fortunately for this whole product, this is all made of pretty soft wood, so we don't have to work too hard to remove some of this. I'm gonna go right in with my little simple cutting tool, and we are just going to trim off these little middle sections, but of course, safety. Ugh. Alrighty, and of course, we will be using these in the future for vampires or a plant stand. And now we are going to sand this whole thing down. We do need to sand the chalkboard portions and we need to prime them so that the paint really sticks to them because obviously it's meant to be washed away. And just to create a smooth surface for that primer all the way around, we're gonna hit everything. But we're gonna hit it with a 220, which is a very fine grained sandpaper so that we don't rough this up too much. Hope you like ASMR. Guys, this is like a never-ending pop-up book. I just keep revealing more and more panels that I maybe didn't sand. Okay, I have this accordion standing up to dry because they're actually like 1, 2 times 4. There's 16 panels and they all need to be definitely dried. But before we paint, I'm gonna tape off the hinges here. I could deconstruct this whole thing, but there's no way I'm gonna do that. But here's the easy hack to tape off hinges if you want. Measure the length and cut your first piece. Then use that as your guide, and then you can measure and cut all at once. This way it's a lot easier to just pop those right over. Ooh. All right, folks, time to prime. Pro tip, if you need a cheap and easy drop cloth, get a shower curtain. They are so cheap and they have little magnets which actually help weight them down. What do you know? Okay, actually, it's easier for me to accordion so I can do this side and that side at the same time. But today we are using Kiehl's all-purpose primer to make sure it sticks to both the wood and the chalkboard. Ready? Ooh. All right, guys, we have this primed. I could do more coats of primer, but I really just wanted to get enough on to stick the paint and to kind of even up the tone between the darker and lighter chalkboard paint. Anyways, it is now time to officially paint our colors. And here's the thing, I still can't decide. And so I think what I'm gonna do is something kind of fun, sneaky, and sassy, and that is, I'm gonna paint the screen on 2 sides, 2 different colors. Can you believe? Starting with color numero uno, which I did a custom color mix of. Can you see? It's blue. It looks like that, but it's a sky blue. So let's wrestle this bad boy back on the table and do that. Okay, I will say this color is so delightful. This color is like Marie Antoinette, French blue, confection something. That said, I think I might paint the edges a different color, but again, we'll see how we evolve. Okay guys, next color coming up, and it is Peach Sachet. Screens are really big, way bigger than I thought. I know I already said that, but just saying it again. Okay. All right, guys, we are painted. We have this, hold on. Beautiful sky blue. We have this gorgeous little peachy pink. Now we are going to work on filling in a pattern on these panels. When I first saw this screen on Facebook Marketplace, I thought it was perfect because it had these dual panels. And originally I wanted to wallpaper in those panels to get the pattern on. Because fortunately, I have so much leftover wallpaper from previous projects in all sorts of patterns. And wouldn't you know it, I went through every single roll and not a single piece is long enough or wide enough or the correct dimension. Great. However, all is not lost because I kind of wanted to do a sort of botanical chinoiserie inspired pattern on this. And fortunately, all of these wallpapers have a version of that. Ooh, do you see this pretty peacock? We got florals, we got stuff like that. So I thought instead of actually having to wallpaper on, which we can't do because it's not enough, instead I thought I would do the tedious but easy thing and cut out a bunch of these patterns and then we can just lay them on individually. I might source from different types of wallpaper. We got other pretty things like this beautiful botanical, but I think that would be an easy way to get this pattern on without having to hand paint and being able to use up my supplies, which is what I'm always trying to do. However, what does that mean? That means we have to spend a lot of time cutting this out. Boom, boom, boom. Okay guys, 2 hours later, you know what we are? We are freaking rich in cuttings. So instead of just gluing these straight on, I am going to, I think, use some painter's tape and we are gonna goof around and do some placement and see what I like most. I'm not totally sure what I'm gonna use this screen for. I maybe have an idea, but regardless, we need to make sure that the most important part of this design for these gorgeous peacocks are very front and center and very well framed. So I'm just gonna start placing everywhere and we will see what the vibe is. Okay, I actually cut more pieces. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting pieces on because it's kind of fun. And today I'm gonna use liquid starch to get this on. This is my favorite. You can use this for wallpaper. And the reason I like it is because it gets it to stick on, but it's also easy to peel off. And if I need to reposition or if I need to redo this, or if I ever wanna mix up the design, I would like to be able to peel it off. So I think I'm just gonna go in and start freestyling with this. ASMR. And the key with this is that you just gotta make sure that the starch is really saturated through. So you have to maybe like spray it and let it set a second just to like settle in. Okay guys, all decals are on and I have made two controversial decisions. Number one, I'm not gonna paint the perimeter because again, I still don't know where this is going and I still don't totally have the vision. Number two, I'm also not gonna add a design to the pink back yet because I also don't know what I wanna do. And as much as I wanna make more content for you, if I have to redo it, that makes more trouble for me. So let this be the DIY lesson that sometimes when you're overwhelmed and you don't know what to do, just walk away. That said, even as it is now, we have made a very beautiful transformation, and I am finally emotionally ready to reveal this to you in 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, this was a very fun, very dramatic transformation. I still stand by not painting the edges yet, just because I'm not sure where it's gonna go, but you will probably see it on the channel someday. Do you have any final thoughts? Any comments? Any critique? Wow, your eyes look like the color of the screen. Anyways, if this is your first time watching my channel, if you enjoyed this, go ahead, throw me a like, throw me a subscribe. If you have not signed up for my newsletter, I send out monthly roundups of DIYs, decor, fun tips, hacks, ideas to make your home whatever it is you want it to be. It's very low pressure, it's very fun. So until next time, and until I figure out what I'm doing with this, I hope you guys work on your own projects. Feel free to send them to me. If anything I do inspires you, I love to creep and see it in your home. You can email me at katie@laughcrydiy.com. That's Katie, Katy with a Y. All right, until next time, I'm a little hot and I'm gonna go. Okay, bye.